Maybe. It's a small town here, so most of the population, if they live in the dusks, lives like right on this outside border.
You're telling me the town I almost made Sebastian from might have been the town, the town Caster's from?
Yeah.
Fuck. Let's take out frogs.
So this is relatively safe.
Right, it's like probably the safest place in all Dusklands. That is still considered part of the Dusklands.
Right. Things were good for a while. Well, you can figure out the rest.
What happened with your father? Is he still there?
He passed away.
Insight check. Wait. I don't need to insight check. Did he? From what causes?
He was murdered.
By whom?
He just sort of looks down at the ground, almost like a defeated child. I killed him.
Not once. I am not offering you judgment, Watchman Caster. I assure you I have the blood of others on my hands as well. What drove you to commit patricide? Surely you had a reason at the moment.
He saw it far before I did.
So what?
And my mother getting sicker. She barely gardened anymore. Was always bundled up inside. I just thought the change, meaning the city was getting to her, but well, that wasn't the case.
So what did he end up doing? Having seen that change before you.
He knew it needed to happen to her. But I refused to let it happen. So one night I heard him get up with his things packed. I kept hearing him say how sorry he was. So I jumped out of bed, grabbed the first thing I could find, and jumped between them. He kept telling me it's not her anymore, and that we needed to go. But I guess I just refused to see that. It wasn't until her claws were inside of his throat that I realized the truth.
What happened to her?
She changed.
I understand
She went to
that, but
grab me, but my father got in the way.
did you kill her?
I ran.
And you never stopped running.
Until I got back to Endor.
No, Watchman Caster. Even now. Even now, you're still running. You have no clue what happened to her, do you?
He just sort of defeatedly shakes his head no.
He's gonna bust out his field journal. Can you give me a description of your mother and what you saw that evening?
Is this relevant?
But you joined the Rangers? No. But as a brother looking out for his own, yes.
Her eyes changed from the beautiful amber they were, almost into a seething red. Her long black hair was falling out, and her arms were double their size.
As Caster continues to give a description, could Sebastian try to pinpoint, I want to say a category, because I feel like that one's pretty obvious, like a subcategory? Sort of like how, like the genome of like streams and stuff like that, like specific.
It sounds like he's describing a ghoul.
Finish taking the notes. Thank you, Watchman Caster. I know that was painful, but maybe we can get you your closure. And it does serve a purpose in our conversation, Brian. You wanted to join the Rangers. This feeling that you're feeling right now, it's not there all the time, but it does show up more often than, say, the missionaries and such. That feeling you felt with Fairfax was put away. While we might not have direct hands in it, the things we transcribe can set things in motion. Those feelings, Watchman Caster, we have to deal with them more often. So, with that in your mind and in your heart, do you think that you're fit for the Rangers?
You just see him take a deep gulp. I just want to get better.
And do you think the Rangers are the best source for that?
I think you see the things that are the hardest.
We don't always come back. I don't mean in terms of a mission. I mean from the brink. Taps the side of his head. Are you sure?
But if you come back, you come back stronger.
Oh, you come back broken. Are you sure?
You see him sort of like wipe at his eyes a little bit. I'm done running.
Insight check. I'm sure he thinks he's done running. How much conviction is there in it?
Yeah, roll it.
Fuck. Lucky point, lucky point. Fuck! Life is pain.
Another
I
one?
think that's so fitting, though. Because, I mean, at the bottom of it, I don't even know that he knows that answer.
Fair enough. Very well.
You get the feeling he thinks it's true, at least.
I
Or
suppose good
wants it
enough.
to be true.
That's good enough. Sebastian will put his field journal away again and hold out his hand. Very well then, Watchman Castile. In short while, I'll be calling you Ranger Castile. You are my recommendations.
Understood. I'll get my things ready.
Oh, we're not shipping up so soon. Understandably so.
Just sort of sits there. Oh, well, that's a little bit awkward then.
A little anticlimactic, yes. But do me a favor. This is not a watchman or ranger's request, but would you do me a favor tomorrow morning and round up everyone? This is pertaining in what Watchman Dorn was discussing. What are your thoughts on that, by the way? He told me about it. Jarring, to say the least.
He's a thinker. It's what gets him through. But if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't care. He just looks up at the statues. At one point, everyone thought something was impossible till someone did it.
Very true. How did Watchman Dolan word it for all of you? He is always mindful of his words. So I'm wondering if he said something different to me. Shit. Shit.
Can't exactly remember.
Damn.
God, I should have been paying more attention. You won't tell him I forgot, will you?
No, I won't. But I suppose we can discuss that tomorrow morning. Every upperclassman. And if you think no. Please. Bring Captain Riker.
I'll let him know, but Gregor and Carolyn will be gone.
Ah. Right. He hits his fist against the palm of his hand. Right. The hounds. Then 2 days from now. Well, whenever they return. That should be sufficient time. It should be a conversation everyone's included in.
Okay. Yeah. I'll put the word out.
And I'll put word to my captain in the Rangers. Captain Boone.
Captain Boone.
But
Be a pleasure to meet him.
there is nowhere. No, that hasn't been. So no that I've even seen them. So be a welcome introduction. At that, leaves.
Yeah, so in lieu of anything else, what is Sebastian's plan?
He's gonna tell everyone. He's gonna tell everyone on what his job here is. Even if Dorian doesn't want to take him up on the offer.
And where would you do that at?
Where's the place that could fit that many people? I guess this Jericho want to talk to Alphonse, right?
Oh, Jericho did. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's pretty true.
This has enough seats in here for everyone, right? Probably. I don't know.
Sebastian has a lecture.
Yeah. So Jericho, you do find Alphonse.
I think like last time, he came to this class to talk to Alphonse. He looks into the window first just to see what he's doing.
You see him make a perception.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He is
Oh yeah.
preparing a lecture on B class type 3s.
How scandalous. Is there any way to shadow step into the room, or is it too bright?
No, I think that's perfectly fine. I don't think
Yeah,
Alphonse keeps an articulate bright room.
You do it at our
I
desk.
didn't think so. Yeah, he shadow steps through the window, which I believe is on the right side of the map, right?
Mhm.
Kind of above these bookshelves. So, womp.
He
Stands there
puts
awkwardly.
down his quill, sets the book aside, not closing it to smear the page. Stands up. Jericho, what can I do for you?
Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Nothing important. I have plenty of time to get things together.
I imagine he's like setting up the whole curriculum for the next class. Just had a few questions about our last conversation. First things first, that thing you did with the rock, what exactly was that?
Tis artificial sunlight.
Right. And that's what Messiah's weakness.
That appears to be the case.
I suppose it's a bit too classic, but fine. Second, they say, and I imagine he's seen this firsthand, that, Kakas? Is that the type?
Caduceus?
Yes,
Catecas.
Katkas.
Catkas. They say Catkas can kill the first glance, or glance. Is there a way to stop that?
There are ways.
Oh, sorry,
He
Petricas,
s-
not Catkas.
He stands up, goes over, and without even looking, pulls a book before walking back over. Opens it up. There are accounts of a Drakus. Are you familiar with the spell Deathwood?
That's the one that links two people, right? Wait, no, that's the one that stops you from dying. Hence the name.
Precisely. It will nullify the power. It will dispel the magic, but it will stop it from killing outright.
Just once, though.
It does not matter. If you find them on a new day, you would need a new attempt. But once full for the day, it is full.
I see. That's very good to know.
There are other more esoteric measures.
How esoteric are we talking?
He goes through, find a page, and reads it word for word. coat yourself in vinegar for 3 days straight while praying towards the sun.
Oh, well, that's a bit difficult. Where are we going to find that much vinegar at a time like this?
Some things are far more pragmatic than others.
Yeah, starting to see that now. Not switching gears, but taking a new path here. Can you give me your professional opinion on this? And he points to his eye. The bad one.
He walks over to inspect it. When did this happen?
When he sired me.
From the eye, I see. I assume he made you watch something horrible.
More than once, but on this occasion. Yeah.
It is very fitting. You could get a prosthetic, but a regeneration would not work.
So that's it, it's just the eye's gone forever.
I've already told you the solution, but you did not seem keen on it.
Is that the only way to kill him, though, is the thing?
You can kill the body, but it will come back. There are other ways that they can be dealt with, that you can still retain your power.
How?
Have you heard much of the ziggurat?
Ziggurat. Like the things with a bunch of steps, right?
The golden ziggurat, in the sands of Shamash.
I think Emil mentioned it once, yeah.
It's a containment zone for things that cannot be killed.
So, stick the bastard in there then.
You would not be the first to do it.
You mean Etricus as a whole, or Solomon himself?
He just turns around to sort of face the blackboard. The first to trap their sire in containment.
I see. So if he's trapped in there, can't get out, he might as well be dead to the world.
That would be correct.
But if he ever gets out, square one.
There is not one recorded history of someone escaping the ziggurat.
What about any unrecorded ones? It's a joke.
He just hits you with the straightest straight face that's ever been straight.
That's about what I expected. What about your sire? Oh no, you were born this way, weren't you?
That is correct.
How's that even happen?
I'm not exactly sure. My memory on the matter is quite hazy.
Well, I can imagine you were just this big at the time. He pulled his hands out together about baby size.
Incorrect. I was actually born for size.
You what?
That was a joke.
That's a good one.
My memory is a little bit hazy, because after so much time it blends together.
You still remember having to fear the sun?
Did not fear the sun. It was beautiful while it lasted.
We couldn't bask in it.
Not for long, no. The sun is the domain of God. Therefore, it is a weakness to all things unnatural.
So the light of the cities, those are just, what, imitations?
Reflections of the Sangalia. And the Sangalia are the tools of God.
So, a fraction of the real thing.
Precisely.
Right. So if that's the case, would you be able to walk into a city of light?
I would have no reason to do such a thing.
But you could if you wanted to.
I have done it before, yes.
Then that means Solomon could too.
I do not believe so.
Why not?
As you say, he is a trekker. There is nothing good left inside of him, unlike yourself.
Or you. Let's go for
You see him take a small, swallow when you say that. Or me.
insight check. Does he seem convinced?
Yeah, roll it. He does not.
I think he quirks a brow and says, "You don't believe me."
I believe all of us have a purpose.
Your purpose is here with the watch, helping us do right.
To ensure my kind is destroyed. Or contained.
Our kind.
You choose it to be our kind.
It's not a choice. It's the way it is.
As you say.
Does it make you feel guilty to hunt other vampires like this, or at least help the hunting of vampires?
Not at all. This is not the world for darkness. Just because they have cohabitated it does not mean they belong. And should the day they are ever expunged from this world, I will gladly walk into the sun and meet my end as well.
I think Jericho nods and says, "I can get behind that." But until then, even if it leaves a foul taste in your mouth, would you allow me to pick your brain? Maybe try to learn some more things about this condition of mine. tap into it.
I will not help you damn your humanity. But I can help you understand what you are.
I'll take what I can get then. Just know, if you're not going to help me do it, I'll be forced to do it myself. And I don't know the first thing about dabbing my humanity.
You seek to destroy all the Dark Ones, correct?
All dark ones everywhere.
And that is your motivation.
The foremost one, yeah.
Then if the foremost thought in your mind is violence, I think you have done well with your own damnation so far.
You mean that?
He gets up and grabs several books. You will start this reading.
It's a lot of reading.
It's about 3,000-page books.
I think he puts them or puts them in Jericho's hands, and he kind of. Oh, all right. You got anything with like pictures?
There are some pictures in there when necessary.
Oh no. I'm assuming not many.
That is correct. Did you know that certain vampires have additional glands that allows them to spew blood out like it is poison?
He kind of stares at him, almost aghast, then looks down at the books, then back up to him, and he says, "Will reading this teach me how to do that?"
Was Solomon an Etreka when he sired you? Or did he become one after it?
He had become one. Oh wait, yeah, no. He was one when he sired me.
I do not believe that it is in your capabilities, though.
Ah, hell. What is?
He points to the books.
Ah, hell. Alright. Mind if I use your classroom to have a quiet reading space?
It is open to you.
Very good. Guess I'll get started. He looks at the book on top and says, get started with Introduction to Proxa.
That one's very good. It's one of the first I wrote.
You wrote it?
I've had a lot of time.
Well, I don't. He'll start walking towards these chairs back here. And start reading.
You get to reading these very long books that spare no detail. Sure, it could get to the point, but it does not.
He skims.
You should like read it aloud or in his accent.
You start skimming it, Alphonse out, and smack your hands with a ruler.
So, Sebastian, you wanted to get people together. As a matter of fact,